Hi guys, welcome back again. Alpha Leo and Son Coquito, your boy is back. How you guys doing? I hope your week is great. And I just want to say I'm back and thank you for your subscription, for likes, and for being there. Guys, support the channel. It's not easy to be a content creator. It's not easy, but we got hang in there, keep pushing. We're heading to 20k views. We're heading to 100k views. We're heading to 20k subscribers, and we also want a lot of likes. Let it be 1500 likes at least for this one. We need the algorithm to push and to push to push. So over to football news today. Good news: England, Latvia. England, Latvia 3-0. We already know. And Reece James, wearing the number 3 jersey, played today for England, and he actually scored a fantastic free kick that was even surprising for him. It was so surprising to him as well that the keeper could actually, consider goal. And the second goal by Harry Kane, the second assist again from Declan Rice, the first assist also the previous game that they played, and this one again, assist by Declan Rice, second goal. And the previous episode I mentioned about the game, English game we're playing, that the English team, they need Ebere Chieze. And, he came in today, he played very well today, and he scored the third goal. Like I said, Ebere Chieze needs to come in very well now because we need some creative players in the middle of the park. Apart from Jude Bellingham, the guy can actually do his bit to turn around things for the English national team. I want to also appreciate Thomas Tuchel. The guy is fantastic. Personally, I miss him as a Chelsea fan because he has that drive, that winning drive, that motivation to motivate players to make sure that he gets the results that he wants. So 3-0, the qualifying of the World Cup is already almost over. I believe England, apart from 2 games, I know it's still early, but I know England is going to actually, even qualify with a game at hand. That's what I'm predicting, and we'll see how it goes. And in another news, Chelsea, Todd Boehly spoke today. He mentioned about getting a new stadium for Chelsea. And he said concerning him and the other partners, clearly Capital as a consortium, but they have different stake. So he said they need to have a discussion in terms of how to get a new stadium for Chelsea. And he mentioned the very thing, is something that is very, very important. He said at the point where they're going to agree or disagree, that's the point they will know if they're going to actually severe ties. Maybe each party will go their separate ways. So we're going to see that at the end of the season. So they need to discuss if they're going to actually redevelop Stamford Bridge or move from Stamford Bridge to another location and build a brand new stadium. So at that point, they're going to have that discussion, and we'll see if some parties involved in this, the whole clearly Capital, the whole group, is going to actually, sell their shares and leave. But he also mentioned about the project. He said that as at this time, we are in 4th position and we're still doing what, is best for the group, for the team, that everybody's on the same page in terms of their project. And that's why we're where we are in 4th position. So as supporter of Chelsea, I'm actually hoping that we actually get that up for 5th position and get Champions League football. That would be a success. And icing on the cake will be if we win the Conference League. So if you can achieve those 2 feats, those 2 objectives and goals, then that means it will be a good season for Chelsea. So fingers crossed, we'll see how it goes and as things pans out. And the last news from me from Chelsea is Jadon Sancho. There has been speculations all over the place, and even Fabrizio Romano reported that there will be a penalty fee £5 million that will be paid by Chelsea back to Manchester United. So if we turn down the obligation to buy of £25 million to buy Jadon Sancho, so that means if you are returning Jadon Sancho back to Manchester United, we're going to pay United £5 million. So as a penalty fee, so we'll not buy him for 25. I think that would be a good one for Chelsea. I think we need to consider that because we are already having a lot of wingers. We have Neto there. We have Estava is going to come back. Adoni Madueke is there. We hope that Modric is going to actually get his issues sorted out. So we don't need Sancho at this point in time, right? Jodwani Kenda is going to come in 2026. So we have Nkuku is still there. So we still have some players that can play in that position. When he came in Chelsea, he did his bit, just to entice the public, ensure that he gets that position to be playing week in, week out. But so far, we can all see that he has already faded out. Hardly does he have even a shot of goal right now. Even to dribble past two players or one player, one-on-one V1, it's difficult for him. The only player in the wings that we have in the absence of Noni Madueke is Pedro Neto. And Neto is also playing as a first nine right now. So even Felix is even coming back. Unfortunately for us, his loan deal in AC Milan is not really productive. So he's going to come back. So probably we might use Felix in that left-hand side and return Jadon Sancho back to United. We don't have to waste that 25 million. If we have 25, that means we'll be short of 20 million. We can use 20 million to purchase a striker. We need a striker at all costs, so we can use it to buy a striker. And sorry, another last news is Oisin in Bournemouth, right? Bournemouth is a Bournemouth defender, 19-year-old, young chap. In fact, he has been doing fantastically well for Bournemouth this season. Different clubs have been looking at him, trying to get the services by this summer. Real Madrid, Bayern, all the clubs, Manchester City. So Chelsea, he has a release clause of £50 million. So Chelsea has a very good relationship with the guy and also his contacts. So far, according to Fabrizio Romano again, Chelsea, if we want to bid for this player, right, because of the contacts, good relation we have, it may actually happen. This may happen because we need a reinforcement at the back for the defense line. So if we can get this boy at 19 at the young age, and he has been stable, injury-free, in fact, it will go a long way as a very good signing for us. It's a decent signing. It will be a decent signing for us, and probably, offload some other players that we don't really need, right? And that's about the Chelsea news. So, and for the game against Nigerian national team as Super Eagles, the game against Zimbabwe in Uyo, everybody's fired up like we already know. And also, there was a celebration in the camp about Ademola Lookman becoming the African Footballer of the Year. There was a cake that was actually given to him. He actually made some speech and also appreciated his teammates. And he also prayed and he hoped and mentioned that he's going to actually be consistent. And in fact, Victor Osimhen wished other players the best of luck. Like he said, he hopes that another player like Victor Boniface or Chukwueze is going to take after the Ademola Lookman for the next African Football Player of the Year. So we see what's going to happen. According to the game against Zimbabwe, is a must win for us because South Africa is playing Benin Republic, and we're hoping and praying that Benin Republic will do us favors and win South Africa, because if they lose to South Africa, it's going to be very tight for us to qualify because South Africa will have 13 points. So we're hoping that Benin Republic is going to draw or they will win, so that at least we'll be very close to the point that South Africa has, because at this point in time, we can't afford to sleep. We know our fate is in our hands. We have to win all the games to be very close to South Africa and Benin Republic. Even Rwanda is playing Lesotho. So Rwanda, if they win, they're going to actually be on 10 points. So because currently at 7 points. So we hope to get at 9 points, and the two guys, Benin and South Africa, is going to play a draw. That will give us hope that the remaining 4 games, we can actually try to win Benin and also win South Africa. So I wish I lads all the best. I know we're going to win Zimbabwe, no doubts about that. Even if it's 1-0, we're going to grind out that result. But the other team that I just mentioned is where the focus will be at. They need to drop points. I mean, South Africa need to drop points so that every permutation we're doing now will be in our favor, right? So thank you guys for subscribing, for liking, and for sharing to your family and friends. Your boy is still Alpha Leo and Anson Kuchito. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.